that time to get another good conversation in. How y'all doing? Hello to the world. Hello to all my peoples, especially my mods. Shout out to DJ Lenny Danger and my sister-in-law Pringles 7997. What's good, y'all? How's my microphone? What's up? We're gonna get started. We're gonna transition over. Gonna have a little conversation. That's what's up. Making sure I got everything good for y'all. It's a pleasure to be before you today. I had a really good day. Had a really good day. Gotta have those really good days. You know what I'm saying? I hope your day was just as good as mine. DJ King Royal just popping up over there on Twitch. What up, my brother? What's going on, family? Good to see you. We're going to do it like this. We're going to take our time. We're not going to rush anything, and we're not going to be before you all night. We might have to break this up in sections. You know what I'm saying? We might have to break this up because this is going to be good. I think it's going to be real good. I done took the garter, you know, like the protector off the microphone. I got the full podcast microphone going. Let's get it. What up, y'all? Salute to the fam. Just to let y'all know, welcome in. My name is DJ Mad Live, and this is Brothers Unguarded, the podcast. The reason why the podcast name is written in there is because normally I'm playing music. I'm a DJ. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just so happen to venture out and do what I've been called to do. So I got to let people know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Shout out to the merch squad. My people who make my shirts right here in Kentucky. You ever want a piece of merch, let me know. Shoot me a DM and let me know if you ever see anything that I'm wearing. Everything is made right here in Kentucky, okay? Right here in Louisville, Kentucky. So don't even worry about it. I'll get it to you. But we got a nice little topic for you tonight. Let me show you again. Tonight, we just going to sit back. We're going to try to see if we can get some brothers in here to open up. If not, we're going to let the sisters open up. But the topic tonight is date nights. You know about date nights, you know what I mean? You got to be able to keep your relationships, you know, good. You know what I mean? Got to go out every once in a while. Shout out to DJ Chris Camouflage. I see you, my brother. What's going on over there on Twitch? Before we get started, just want to let y'all know, let me backtrack one more time so y'all can see that again, okay? Now, we be coming in on Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, which is now known as X. Look, there go DJ Mad Loud Queen. She said she couldn't get in here. She was having a problem getting in here. That's why y'all haven't seen her. Coming in on Facebook, coming in on YouTube, kick.com. And that hand that you see all the way to the left, okay, that is Clubhouse, okay? That's another platform where we're trying to reach out and reach the people and let them know, like, you can go over there and you can just have a conversation. You know what I mean? You can't see no video over there, but you can be a part of the conversation. You can be a part of the podcast and just talk over there, okay? You can talk over there at random. Now, I'm going to let you know that right now we are not over there tonight, okay? Didn't get a chance to set that up. We are only coming through on Twitch, Twitter, which is now known as X, okay? YouTube and Facebook, all right? So if you want to come check us out, I will have those other ones up at another time. But right now, those are the ones that we are working on. And right now, we're going to be talking about some good stuff. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about some good stuff. You know what I mean? I feel as though that is good stuff because I feel as though that as a man, as a male figure, you have to broaden out. You gotta stretch out. You know what I mean? You can't stay in your little box. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to stay in your little box. You gotta grow. You have to evolve. Okay. It's good that change takes place in your life. A lot of people don't do good with change, but I'm telling you right now that change is good. Okay. And let me say this right off the bat. Okay. Because this is very important. They say that people can't change, you know what I mean? Or some people can't change, or when you reach a certain age, you can change, you know what I mean? Or you won't change, or you won't be able to change. I find this to be untrue, okay? I find this very untrue. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, there's no way, you know what I mean? Like, you're going to be able to not be able to do this, you know what I'm saying? So, nah. So, accept change. You know what I mean? Be willing to change. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm talking about tonight. We're gonna talk about we're gonna touch a little bit tonight. We might not be able to get through everything. I see you, Lenny. I see you, Lenny Danger, over there on Twitch. I ain't paying you no mind, brother. I'm trying to stay focused. Watch the Raiders game. Lenny said he watching the Raiders game tonight. You know they're gonna get smacked up anyway. That's a sidebar just to let you know. But yeah, we're gonna talk about date nights. I'm taking suggestions, okay? I want everybody to feel free to open up and talk. There's Mo. What's going on, Mo? How you doing? Good evening. I didn't get a chance to say good morning to you. What's going on, Mo? How's everything with you over there on Twitch? Appreciate you pulling up. But we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about something that should really stretch the male community. You know what I mean? Something that should really stretch the brothers and make them, like really start to open up. We're going to talk about the 5 love languages, okay? Now, normally this is something that women talk about. You know what I mean? Women, they talk about these things, but I feel as though that is very important for us as males, okay? Husbands, those of you that are in relationships, fathers, you know what I mean? However you want to take it, it's very important, okay? All right, brother, we see you. We be right here. We be waiting for you, big homie. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we're going to take it real slow. We're going to go slow with this thing, you know what I mean? I'm not going to rush anything. So, if you are familiar, okay, and it's one thing that I want to point out, okay? It's one thing I want to point out before we start. There is a difference between the 5 love languages, okay, that you express in relationships and in your family and stuff like that. That's one part, you know what I mean? That's one section where there was a man. Let me see if I can get his name up it's not going to come up on the screen, but I got to look for this information. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull him up. Because it's well known, okay? The 5 love languages is well known by Gary Chapman, okay? He's an American writer, okay? I'm reading it right off the screen right here. Gary Chapman, okay? He is an American author and radio talk show host. Chapman is most noted for the 5 love languages series regarding human relationships, okay? So that's what this thing comes from. That's the author of this thing called the 5 love languages, and he has done an awesome job with this, okay? But I don't want you to get that tied in or confused with the 7 types of love, okay? It's a big difference, okay? Listen to the titles, okay? You have the 5 love languages, okay? And then you have, hey, Madam X, what's going on? You got so many different names. I write that at that point. I didn't know which one to call you. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to see you, sis. I appreciate you pulling up. How you doing? It's good to see you. Welcome back into the Echo Chamber. Welcome into the podcast. Appreciate you. But yes, you got the 5 love languages, okay? Who the American writer Gary Chapman wrote a book, wrote a series on those. And then you have 7 types of love, Okay, 7 different types. Okay, now most of the ones that you know, I'm gonna give you guys a little hint about the 7 types of love. Okay, I mean, you can Google this because I did the same thing. Okay, if you want to look this up for yourself, you can look it up for yourself. But the 7 types of love, and the main one that people know is agape. Okay, agape. That's the one that's unconditional family love. Okay, for people in your family, for your loved ones and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. But we're not going to get into those, but I did want to let you guys know that there's a, sometimes people get them confused because somebody had asked me when I had talked about it. Oh yes, all for agape. Yes, we take agape all day, but there's some other ones. We'll get into them later. But excuse me. We will take a look at this. Okay, not that. This. Okay, take a look at your screen right now. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we're gonna be talking about outside of like date nights and stuff like that. We're gonna start there, but I want you guys to see it. Okay, the 5 love languages, and they go like this: words of affirmation. Okay, words of affirmation, and then you have quality time. Okay, you got quality time. Then you got receiving gifts. After that, acts of service. And then you have the one and only, well, it's not by itself, physical touch. Okay? These are the 5 love languages that the author has made a series out of, and it has embraced a lot of people. It has helped a lot of people. I know me and my wife, we've known about this for a long time. Okay, we've known about the 5 love languages for a long time. Okay, they used to use it in our church, back in the day. So, but let me give y'all some background noise so y'all ain't got to listen to me. All right, let me do that. We're gonna do just like that. How's that? I'm gonna give y'all some background noise. Now, listen, I don't want to be the one tonight. Okay, like I said, I want y'all to pull out a glass of wine or whatever you got. If you got a glass of juice, if you got a soda, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a glass of wine. You could put it in a wine glass if you want. You know what I mean? To kind of make it, some kind of ambiance. Go get yourself a candle. You know what I mean? Go get yourself a candle and go get yourself a nice little drink. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself seated in a nice, comfortable place, okay? Relax your mind. And if you have any questions, if you have any statements that you want to, point out, or if you want to contribute to the conversation, then we're all for that. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it's the topic right now is date nights, and we're going to be talking about the 5 love languages. Madam X over there on Twitch, she said, I got a popsicle. That's funny. She said she got a popsicle. That worked. Okay. All right. So, by the show of hands, if you can put it in the chat, and you know how you put that little hand in the, like on your keyboard. Let me know if you ever heard of the 5 love languages, and let me know, are you familiar with date night, and have you ever been on date night? Are you in a position to go on date night? You know what I'm saying? Date nights, I'm a homebody. You know what I mean? I'm like, if I could save money, you know what I mean? And I'm not being cheap. I'm not saying that my wife is not worth it and I don't want to spend money on my wife, but I'm just saying, like, why we got to go out and spend money, you know what I mean, on a date, and we could just do that right here. You know what I'm saying? Madam X over there on Twitch, she said, I'm a sex therapist and talk about them on the daily. Now I need to know if you're serious about that. I'm dead serious. I need to know if you're serious about that, because I'm I really don't want to go into that part. You know what I mean? Because I will ask a question. Okay, let me ask a question for the people that's in here and a part of the conversation right now. if you go out on date night, you in a relationship. Okay, she says she 100%. That's what she do. She says she's a sex therapist. All right, we got a sex therapist, so this is good. We got some help in here. Okay, we got some help. Hey, there go my sister pulling up over on Twitch. I want to shout her out right now. DJ Lady Keys, how you doing? What's good? How's life out there in the NYC? It's good to see you. That's what's up. I'm glad you back home. You know what I mean? I hope things are working out. You know what I mean? Take one step at a time. Don't rush. And let things come together in God's way. You know what I'm saying? Let him take care of everything. But when you go out on date night, when you plan date night, okay, should you plan it with the with the expectation that sex will be involved? And I'm dead serious. Like, should you, because you can have somebody that, and Pringles, she, one of my mods over there on Twitch, she said, nope, no, not at all. She said, Madam X said never. So y'all hear this, right? This is coming from the ladies now. Ladies said you should not have the expectation that sex is going to take place when you have date night. You know what I mean? And I'm not listen, fellas, if you in here, Lenny, I know you watching the game, okay? But I need y'all to participate. Don't let the sisters be the whole ones holding the conversation down, okay? Because I feel as though that most males, not every male, not all men, okay? Not everybody. They're going to have some kind of expectation of sex if we go out on date night. You know what I mean? Especially if you're in a relationship, especially if you're married. You know what I mean? Most of them are going to be like, yo, babe, you know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to see you when we get back home. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things. You know what I'm saying? And watch this. Watch this. I'm going to put it up there, okay? I'm going to put it up there again. Watch this. You see the one down the bottom, okay? And we just talking about date night. We ain't even talking about these yet. You know what I mean? We ain't even talking about these yet. We just talking about date night. You know what I mean? And that one down on the bottom, that's the one where most males relate to. You know what I mean? And by the way, let me pull that up again because I want to let you know, okay? Matter of fact, I'm a wait. Lenny Danger, who's watching the Raiders game, he said to him, date night is about quality time and growth for both people, okay? And that's what's up. You know what I mean? I think that if you go out on date night, okay, you want to go somewhere where you both agree. I think it should be a night of just, where y'all basically twinning. You know what I mean? Is the term that I'm going to use right now. You know what I mean? One body, one mind, you know what I mean? Just moving in unison, you know what I mean? Like, I agree that we're going here, you know what I mean? And this is what we're going to do, you know what I mean? And then whatever takes place during date night, you know what I'm saying? Like, wherever you go to eat, you would want it to be an enjoyable meal, you know what I'm saying? Does anybody have any suggestions for things that you would do? All my people over there on Twitch right now, I don't see nobody popping up on any other platform right now, so Twitch is holding it down, okay? Right now, what kind of plans would you make? You know what I'm saying? What kind of, would you go somewhere cheap? I mean, is it okay to go somewhere cheap? Would you go to date night at McDonald's? You know what I'm saying? And just get some French fries and get a drink? I mean, is that considered date night? Or does it have to be well thought out and planned and expensive? You know what I mean? Or, put at least a decent amount in it. You know what I mean? Because like Lenny said, you know what I mean? Date night is about quality time. You know what I'm saying? He said it's about quality time. So that's what you want to do. DJ King Royal over there on Twitch, he said him and his wife, they do simple things. Like Madam X said, effort matters, okay? Effort matters. So everybody that's in here is in agreement that, with the things that we're talking about right now as far as when it comes to date night. Now, I got a good question. I got a good question for y'all. Who should be, I mean, these are random questions. I have questions lined up. Okay? But these questions that I'm asking y'all right now, I guess they're coming out of curiosity for myself, because I'm like, I'm going to be honest. Me and my wife, we don't do a lot of date nights. We don't, okay? Like, how many date nights should there be in 1 month, or in a quarter, or, in a half a year? You know what I mean? Something like that. You know what I mean? What did Lenny Dane just say? Let me check out on my brother. My brother said, we'll go to dinner, McDonald's, then catch a movie, Walmart electronics department. Okay. So King Royal, let me ask you this. You said twice. Twice what? Twice a year? Twice a week? Twice a month? I mean, like let's feed information to people that don't really get into this, because basically what y'all doing is y'all feeding me. Okay? Y'all feeding me. I'm like, I need this information. You know what I'm saying? I need this information. I'm just checking right now. So 2 date nights in a year. So every 6 months. Okay. Pringle says there shouldn't be any number, as it should be what works for each individual couple. Okay. And King Royal said, most part, we homebodies. I like that. Let's do date night. Shut the door. You know what I mean? Tell the kids to be quiet. Don't knock on the door. You know what I mean? Leave us alone and let us have some personal time. I mean, for me, and like, I agree with both of y'all. Okay? I agree with both of y'all. You know what I mean? Like, as long as y'all working together, it shouldn't be any number. You know what I mean? As long as it works for y'all. And for the most part, King Royal said, homebodies. I agree with that. But the twice a year, like once every 6 months, that's a little, like, I think we need a little bit more than that. You know what I mean? I think me and my wife might need a little bit more than that. Now listen, I'm going to take a little break for a second. Hold on, give me a second. I'm going to pour me a glass, okay? I'm going to pour me a little sip, okay? I'm trying not to advertise what's here. And I'm gonna get my little sip on, and we're gonna talk, okay? Cause I'm a little thirsty, okay? Now I don't want to forget about my sister. Hold on, my sister said, Mo said, if you and your partner can't afford, let's say, Olive Garden, and you both agree, then it shouldn't be a problem or a price, as long as there's love. That's what I'm talking about, Mo. You know what I mean? The price. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Let's all agree that it's not, like, put a 1 in the chat if price is not an issue. You know what I'm saying? And listen, and be honest. You know what I mean? Because there's people in here right now that you don't see every day. You know what I'm saying? And if price is not an issue, let them know. You know what I'm saying? Let them see your response. You know what I'm saying? Because if price is an issue for somebody, I would like to talk about it. You know what I mean? Because me, it's not that price is an issue, okay? It's not that price is an issue, but at any particular moment, it could be, because I'm like, if we agree, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to, I don't want to go to McDonald's on date night tonight. You know what I'm saying? And Madam X is saying, well, I'm down with low budget. You know what I'm saying? She said she down with low budget. And Pringle said, she said that's that's romantic. You know what I mean? My kind of night. What did Lenny say? What did he say? King Royal said we would order from Dwight's. I've heard of Dwight's. Yeah, I've heard of Dwight's. Definitely heard of that. Sit down and eat and watch a movie. And see, when you do that together, you know what I'm saying? Now let me ask my sisters in here, okay? And let my brothers know, okay? Because we're simple creatures, you know what I mean? Not simple-minded, but we're just simple. We're plain. You know what I mean? One lane, very directed what we do, okay? This is for my sisters. Like, kicking it at home, like King Royal said, like go to Dwight's, sit down and eat and watch a movie. You know what I'm saying? At home. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's a problem, okay, does it always have to be out? Does it always have to be out? You know what I'm saying? Because we all agree that money's not an issue. You know what I'm saying? But does it always have to be outside the house? You know what I'm saying? And now watch this, brothers. Watch this. This is for my brothers. And if anybody out there is lurking, this is for the lurkers, okay? Just because you're a homebody, okay, and you and your wife, or, you just doing date night at home, you know what I'm saying? That still does not mean that there's an expectation of physical contact when you're done eating or finish watching that movie. I mean, like, ladies, am I right or am I wrong? You know what I mean? Because I know my brothers, I'm like, me, I would love the cherry on top. I really would. But if we can't get the cherry on top, then I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to go that way. I'm cool with it. I am straight cool with it. Let me see. Let me do something real quick. I'm moving some stuff around. Okay? Bear with me for a second. Physical touch doesn't mean equals sex. That's the next thing we're gonna talk about. We're gonna go to the other side on that, Pringles. We're gonna go to the other side on that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do with that. We're gonna wait with that one. We're gonna wait with that one. Because my thing is, hold on, bear with me now. I'm trying to pull this stuff up here. Here we go. All right, there we go. So, bang. Let's do this. There it is. I was wondering why it wasn't coming up on the screen. I'm like, hold up. I can't see what's going on here. Working this thing out here. All right, I'm good now. Because you can have $20 picnic in the backyard as long as there's love, then there should be no problem. Man, you're going to have to teach me how to do a $20 picnic. For real. For real. Teach me how to do a $20 picnic. For real. I need that in my life. You know what I'm saying? I need that. Show me how to do the $20 picnic. Station break sandwiches. Shoot. You know how much a sandwich costs? A decent sandwich? Ooh, that tingles. Charmaine the villain. What up? What's going on? How you doing? Welcome back into the Echo Chamber. Welcome back into the podcast. Good to see you. We sitting up here talking about date night right now. We talking about date night. Now, we're going to do a recap for you, okay? Price is not an issue, okay? You can go low budget. You can go low budget. Or you can go expensive, okay? Plans, it doesn't matter, okay, as long as you agree, okay? All right. And then, we got some good stuff here. So let me go back, because Mo put some good stuff up here, okay? This is one of the things that Mo said. All right. We're going to catch you up with the conversation. All right. You got that? All right. Now, also, we got no expectation of physical touch, okay? No low budget. Madam X said no low budget. She's like, no, you going to take me out. We getting in the limo. Let me see. You got King Royal, who said something like this, okay? He said they ordered the whites. Sit down and eat. He said they homebodies, okay? So you got stuff like that. All right. And we just we're just tossing some stuff out there about date night. You know what I'm saying? Like, should it always come from the brother? Should the brother be the one? Should the man be the one that initiates every date night? You know what I mean? And also, I understand that date nights should be planned. You know what I mean? That's fine. Get that math done. Get that math done. We right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, should the brothers be the one, both sides? Pringle said both sides should take turns. You know what I mean? And that's fair enough. That's fair enough. If you going plan a date night, okay? If you're going to plan a date night, then I think it would be good to just say, let the other person know, okay? And I take that, or plan together, always, you know what I mean? And that's good because that keeps the level of communication open. You know what I mean? That keeps that door open. You know what I mean? I mean, like, I remember me and my wife, we used to try to catch, like, we tried to go to, like, anybody ever been to a diner? If you ever been to a diner, put a 1 in the chat for me. You know what I mean? If you know what a diner is. Because I didn't experience that. Some people didn't know what a diner is until I moved here to Louisville, Kentucky. I'm dead serious. There's a lot of people here that didn't know what a diner was because they don't have them here. And what we used to do back home in Pennsylvania, me and my wife would get up early, like Sunday morning or like Saturday morning, okay? And we would hit different diners, early in the morning. Now, I know it's called date night. You know what I mean? I get that. But I think that qualifies. You know what I mean? Like getting up early. You know what I mean? And that would be my next question. You know what I mean? Like, should it be something where a timestamp, should it always be at nighttime? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Royal, man, I used to love them, man. Going to diners, woo. You know what I mean? And dude, we would hunt diners down. We would hunt diners down. Like, we never went to the same one every single week. You know what I mean? And we did it here for a little bit. You know what I mean? We did it here for a little bit. But, like I said, there's not a lot of diners here. They got a place here called Wild Eggs. Have you ever heard of a place called Wild Eggs? And it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. So, basically, all of you guys know, about diners. Okay. And that's my thing. Like, should it always be date night? Could it be date morning? I don't know. I don't know what we would call. I don't know what we would call it. Would it be date breakfast? I mean, give me a good title or something. I don't know. Ooh, that stuff is smooth. I like that. If you heard of Stella Rose, and listen, I'm not promoting, but if you ever heard of Stella Rose, go get you some. It's pretty cool. You said just call it date night. But what if it's, what if it's in the morning? That's my thing. You know what I mean? What if it's in the morning? Morning date or something like that. Morning date. We got, listen, we could be the first people to come up with a title other than date night. Okay? So keep thinking, and if you come up with something good, let us know. We can start it right here. You know what I mean? We could trend it. You know what I'm saying? We could definitely trend it. Look, Mo said you can do date night anytime. Yeah, boy, I'm cool with that. I'm just trying to trend something. Sister said, deuce. Say. I hear you. I like that Stella Rose, though. I do. That Stella Rose is nice. It's pretty good. Pringle said, I didn't say call it a date night. Where you at? She said just call it a date. Just call it a date. All right. There's our sister in crime, my 215 Connect. Good evening, my sister Diggle Booms. What's up? How you doing? Booms, we talking about date night. Now, I can't do a recap every time somebody pop in this room, okay? But we trying to talk about date nights, and we're taking suggestions, okay, on the ins and outs of date night. You know what I mean? And I would like to see more brothers, okay? Because like I said, these things that we're talking about tonight, these are things that women initiate more than men. I mean, if I'm wrong, tell me that I'm wrong. Because I know for a fact, you know what I mean? Like men, we're not thinking about these things. You know what I mean? And like I'm gonna say most men, okay? Most men, we're not thinking about date night. You know what I mean? We too busy thinking about going to work and, making sure that we got enough money to bring in to help pay the bills and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Booms, how's your night? Let us know how everything is going. Welcome back into the echo chamber. Welcome back into another session of Brothers Unguarded, the podcast. I don't have to talk to you like that. You family. You know what I mean? That sounds political. Like, don't be talking to me like that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, like I said, I think that more men should be the initiator. And that's why I'm going here with this, okay? She said, I thought I was having a date night, but I'm home. You thought you had someone tonight? You thought you had one planned for the night? Oh, that's messed up. What happened? Let us know. Let us know. Who planned it, okay? Who planned it? Who messed it up? You know what I mean? Let us know. Put us down. She said, nah. All right. I was about to say, let us know. We going to feed off of that thing. I'm going to put, y'all know me. I'll try to be as transparent as possible. I'm not good with date night, y'all. I'm not, you know what I mean? And like I said, I'm a homebody. I'd rather go get some seafood, which is hard to get here, okay? Or go get something that we can agree on and then, chill at home. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't like large crowds, so that keeps me from, wanting to go out. And my wife, she likes to go out, you know what I mean? And I haven't been a good steward of date nights. You know what I'm saying? So this is why this is for me. Okay? This is for me. I'm sorry, I had to let one loose. And I'm not talking about the backside. But it's just not one of those things that I've been very good at. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not pushing brothers. I'm really not. I'm not pushing men to do something that they're uncomfortable with. You know what I'm saying? Food to go, I'm with you. That's what I'm talking about. Food to go. Let's go get it. Let's get back to the crib and we straight. You know what I mean? But look, at the same time, I understand that you're going to have to come out your comfort zone. You're going to have to come out your comfort zone. You know what I mean? You're going to have to evolve. You're going to have to change. So if you're a homebody, and Royal, this is not me picking on you, okay? Because Royal, he said, he a homebody. You know what I'm saying? So, but if your spouse, and I'm not talking about DJ Royal, is specifically, but I'm just saying, if the other person wants to go out, and then you don't want to go out, and there's a conflict there, how do you initiate the date night? Talk to me. I mean, tell me something, because I'm like, that's confusion right there. You know what I mean? Like, if the conversation's not good, well, I think we should go get something to eat and bring it back to the house. And then the other person is like, no, let's go here and eat and sit down because I want to get out the house. Okay? Let's see what Lenny Danger got to say. I thought he was watching the Raiders game. Lenny Danger said, men, learn your partner's interests and plan dates accordingly. Okay? I like that, Lenny. I like that. It sounds like you almost not watching TV. You know what I mean? Pringle said, one time stay home, next time go out. Listen, I like y'all. I like it. Compromise. I like it. Look at that. That just flows together. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? It just flows together. One after the other. That's dope. I like that. Go out sometimes and stay in sometimes. Hey, you got to compromise. Booms, I like that. I want to put that up there again. That's going to be a topic of discussion. I moved my head like this because I was looking for a pen. Because I'm like, that's going to be a topic of discussion right there. Okay. And let me touch on that real quick. I don't want to go too far left. Okay. But I was watching another podcast. Okay. And they were talking about that particular thing. They were talking about compromise. And it's like, man, like, do brothers really get into compromising? You know what I mean? Or are the bulk of us and ladies, the bulk of the men that you have experienced in your life, were they good with compromise? Or were they very direct and, like, I don't want to say narrow-minded or short-minded, but just like, you know what I mean? Like sticking to what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Pringle said, I got it mentally noted for you. Got you. I appreciate that. I know what you're talking about. Next time, don't forget the pen and paper. Come on, y'all. Y'all can't be coming at me now. It's digital. You know what I mean? It's digital. Madam X says she's switching to her computer. She said she need a calculator. You must be doing some serious math. You know what I mean? She's doing date night with some kind of math equations. I don't know what she's doing, but but yeah, so it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of good suggestions here. You know what I'm saying? And the conversation has been good. And like I said, I'm not gonna be before y'all long tonight, okay? Because what I will do, okay, is I would like to extend and do like maybe do like a part 2, okay? You know what I mean? Charmaine, do you have somebody that you go out on date night with? Put a 1 in the chat if you do, 2 if you don't. I'm fishing. I'm building something. We'll get back to it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to get into these love languages. Okay? I want to get into those. Let me go here. Bang. There. I see that, sis. I see that. So the 5 love languages. Now, as y'all see these on the screen, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to put your love language in the chat. Okay. Now, if you're not familiar with your love language, be like, I'm not, I never knew what my love language was. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to tell y'all I have 2 of those. Okay. Now, this is something that I don't understand. I know. Okay. Pringle said quality time. Boom said receiving gifts. Okay. Mine's, I'm going to be the typical male. All right. I'm going to be the typical male. Mine's is physical touch. Okay. And I'm listen, I'm going to break that down. We don't want to hear that, Lenny. Let us know what your language is. He said, my love speaks Spanish and English. This dude. All right. So, for the next 15 minutes, okay? We're going to get out of here. We're not going to be, because it's late, okay? It's late in the day. All right? So my love language is physical touch and words of affirmation. Okay? Now, I want to Lenny said quality times and words of affirmation. Cool. I want y'all to understand this. The physical touch, most men will gravitate to that, okay? And as soon as you, like if you show them that page, you know what I'm saying? You show them that page and they're going to look at that and it's like it's going to be highlighted, you know what I mean? Or in italic letters or something, you know what I mean? My sister said, where's she at? Madam X said, I really need them all and give them all. Ooh, you jumping ahead. I'm so mad at you. You jumping ahead. Don't do that. Maybe I'm needy. All right, so I just wanted to point that out. Okay, I wanted to point that out, and I'm going to put it up here again because I like the way that I did that. It looks nice, okay? Watch this. Physical touch, it can be non-sexual, okay? It can be non-sexual. Lenny is in here talking in Spanish, okay? A lot of women, I want y'all to understand that if you have a man in your life, you know, if you're in a relationship, okay, whatever, and that male comes by and he smacks you on your butt, I consider that physical touch. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You know how you walk up to that person, you be like, hey, what's up, babe? Bat. You know what I mean? And you give him that little pat on the back. You know what I mean? On the butt. Lenny said cuddle time. That's not a love language, man. That's physical touch. But yeah, it's not sexual. You know what I mean? It could be anything, like the touch on the back of your neck. You know what I mean? Like when you go talk to, you know, your partner or your spouse. You know what I mean? Whoever you with, you know what I mean? And you just go over there and just put your hands on them some kind of way. Not harmful, but, you know, just letting them know that you see them and that, you know, that they're there, that you recognize them. My man said physical abuse. No, sir. Charmaine, please don't pay no attention to him. Just tell him to go watch the Raiders game. Go watch the Raiders game. You know what I mean? You see what's on my hat, boy. Don't come see us. All right? But yes, mine's is physical touch and words of affirmation. I you know, like for me, I love when my wife tells me, when she speaks it to me. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you know, like, you did good at that, or you did good at this, or I can see, you know, like whatever that you may be doing, you know what I mean? I can see you working really hard at it, or I can see you moving forward with it, whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Just to hear those words coming from her, however they may be, you know what I'm saying? It means that she recognizes me, she sees me, you know what I'm saying? Not the thing that I'm doing, but me. You know what I'm saying? Me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, I'm telling you, a lot of guys, y'all need to get with these things, because my sister said, watch this. Let me get back. Where she say that at? Where did she say that at? I'm going to go find it. Here it is, right here. Boom. Watch this. And watch this. Madam X says, she said, I really need them all. And this is the part that I want to talk about. And give them all. Okay? That's a key thing. What I notice is a lot of times, okay, when it comes to the 5 love languages, we always talk about what our love language is. How much time I got? I got 10 minutes, okay? But there's a level of reciprocation that comes with these 5 different love languages, okay? Not only do you have yours, okay, and whatever they may be, okay, but you also have to have the love language of the person that you're with, because you have to be able to illustrate it and do it and exercise it the way that they need you to, not the way that you want to, but the way that they need you to. And Madam X is right. You know what I'm saying? Like right there. You got to be able to give them, like, all right, so watch this. Physical touch is good. You know what I mean? Physical touch is good. And that's not the one that I'm always going to go to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking from a male perspective, okay? Physical touch is good. If my wife is going to touch me, that's fine. But watch this. I want her to touch me the way I want her to touch me. You know what I mean? If she comes up to, like, watch this. Me, I had to give up smacking my wife on her ass, okay? I wanted to say it like that. You know what I mean? It's not that it's big. I'm just saying, because I would smack it. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, you know how we do. You know what I mean? If your girl got a little cake, you just want to smack it. You see it and you just want to smack it. Doesn't matter. Clothes on. I had a thought. Anyway, you just want to smack it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but my wife, she told me, she was like, she has all 5. Now, what if one of her love languages is physical touch, right? What if she actually has all 5? Okay? And I'm smacking her on her butt to let her know, like, hey, babe, I see you. You know what I mean? I recognize you. But that's not the way that she wants it done. You see what I'm saying? So I have to learn how to do it. I have to learn her love language and do it the way that she wants me to do it. Not because she wants me to do it that way, but it's the way that she likes it done. It's like when somebody cook your eggs. You want your eggs burnt? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want your eggs burnt. Like, if you're going to show me love by cooking me eggs, please cook my eggs the way that I like my eggs. Now, me, myself, I like my eggs scrambled, okay? I like my eggs scrambled. Now, there's 2 different ways that you can scramble my eggs. What is Pringles talking about? Pringles said, then smack it, then rub it. Listen, I would, but she didn't like the way that I was smacking it. So I had to stop, and then I had to learn how she wanted me to touch it. You see what I'm saying? Like, just like if she was in the kitchen cooking, you know what I mean? I would come in there and I'd be like, bow. You know what I'm saying? And she wouldn't like that. But if I go in the kitchen, I'd be like, bat, bat. She's cool with that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said, like, not only do you have to know your love language, but you also have to know the other person's love language as well. And watch this. It's like you double up, because not only do, like, let's say if you had 2 love languages, okay, and your spouse has 2 love languages, okay, and they're totally different, okay, you get to double up, because now you know how to do 4. You can exercise 4. You know what I mean? Instead of having just 1 or 2. You know what I mean? Which in turn makes you express the way that you love the person that you're with a little bit more stronger. You following me? You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then hopefully it comes back and it's vice versa. You see what I'm saying? So, like, that's a plus. You know what I mean? Let me pull this up one more time, because I like the way that it looks. I think I did a good job. It's plain and simple, but it's good. All right. So what I want to do, we only got 5 minutes left, okay? what I'm going to do is I want to break down, okay, over the next 5, I don't know, or I might do 2, 2, and 1, I don't know. But I want to get into each one and how they operate, okay? Like, what are words of affirmation? How do you express words of affirmation? You know, all kinds of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wanna see how we can work through these. You know what I mean? Like quality time. That's date night right there. That's date night, y'all. Receiving gifts. You know what I mean? Like, do you like receiving gifts? Does that mean that you always gotta buy that person something? You know what I mean? Acts of service. You know what I mean? Do I gotta go get your mail? You know what I'm saying? and physical touch is so simple. Physical touch is so simple. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's different levels to those things. You know what I'm saying? There's different levels to them. You know what I mean? So I don't want to keep this going all night. It's almost 9 o'clock. Okay. I want y'all to enjoy your night. But the thing that I want you to do is I want you to go forth and I want you to think about these things. You know what I mean? And then when we come back and talk about it again, you know what I'm saying? And we start to really dig into these things. You know what I'm saying? I really want to dig into them. Pringle said, I'm simple. Date night can be game night, cards, and board games, whatever. That's what's up. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of us out there that have, watch this, and I'm not saying that you have low standards or low expectations, but some people are just not that simple. You know what I'm saying? And if you have somebody that's simple like Pringles, you know what I mean? Whereas though you got somebody that's a little bit more, they want a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what up? You know what I mean? Like, what you want to do? No date night at Walmart electronics section. Oh, she talking about Lenny. Oh, man. But listen, though. Watch this. I remember young in my marriage, right? Shout out to you, DJ Chris Camouflage. What's going on, big homie? How you doing, bro? I remember my wife used to go shopping, and when I would go with her, my wife would walk every single aisle. Okay? Now, this is no way, no shape, form, or fashion in my brain spending quality time together. Okay? This is not, it's not like a date night. I felt like I was being dragged up and down the aisle. And I'm like, yo, there's no way that when you go shopping, you got to look down every single aisle and get something. You know what I mean? Or just check. You know what I mean? But now watch this now. Back then, it drove me crazy. And I was in my late 20s, early 30s, okay, when she was doing this. Now that it's like 25, 30 years later, okay, I'm like, if she was to ask me to go with her, I would go. You missed everything. And man, you got hit by a commercial. I drank like 4 of these. You missed a lot. Like, no, man, I'm just messing with you. You ain't missed nothing, man. So, Charmaine said, if you pay for it, hey, I'm like, I would go with her in a second. I would go with her just to hang out with her, just to be with her. You know what I mean? I would just go. Like, especially if I ain't got nothing to do. You know what I mean? If I ain't down here in the studio working on something, I'm like, you want to go? Like, let's go. You know what I mean? Cause me, I always have that expectation of physical touch. And that means if she going shopping, that means we got to get in the car. And if we got to get in the car, that means that we're alone. And if we're alone in the car, then, you know, you put the math together. You know what I mean? It could be a good date night. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Leave me alone. Pringle said, I go in with a list when I grocery shop. In and out. Okay. Okay. But yeah, like I said, I want to get into the different levels, and what they really mean. So like next week, I just wanted to touch on the date night thing to kind of get us started, and then get into these love languages. You know what I mean? So do me a favor. We're going to dig into words of affirmation, quality time, receiving gifts, acts of service, and physical touch again next Saturday, okay? So come pull up, get your questions, you know what I'm saying? And be ready, okay? Be ready. Ask your questions, you know what I mean? Because we're going to touch on some stuff, you know what I mean? We really want to push these men, okay? I really want you guys to start pulling some brothers in here with y'all, okay? And get them. I want to see if we can get brothers to like really start opening up. You know what I mean? Like really start opening up. You know what I'm saying? Madam X said, let me get this up here real quick before we get out of here. She said she putting the math together as we speak. All right. She said, is the math mathing? All right. But listen, I want y'all to have a good night. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Okay. And like I said, I don't want to hold y'all long. I just want to give y'all something to feed your brain. You know what I mean? Feed your brain, especially y'all brothers. You know what I mean? I appreciate everyone being here tonight. You know what I mean? I'm sorry that I had to come at such a late time, but my son is playing baseball, and you know what I mean? Just gotta be there for the boy. You know what I mean? Madam X, I appreciate that. It was inspired. It was inspired by the spirit. You know what I mean? And just like I like that brain food. You know what I mean? Everybody have a good night. I'm not rating out. I'm not doing that right now. I'm not going to try to send y'all somewhere else. I want you to take what we have talked about, you know what I mean, and just let it marinate with you. You know what I mean? And come up with new ideas. You know what I mean? I'm inspired. I really am. I'm inspired by everything that y'all said in here. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all opening up and being honest. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing when you can sit with people that are like-minded. You know what I mean? I hope that y'all got something just as much as I did. Okay? So y'all have a wonderful night. Thanks for pulling up. The salute to you all. You know what I'm saying? And I will see y'all next time. Holla at your boy.